as a mother with young children who are getting increasingly busy in different activities, I think that the need to change your schedule and whatnot to accommodate their schedule is really important, because even though I love my job and definitely, wouldn't change it for the world, my kids are ultimately my priority. And I would hate for my kids to be looking at me and resenting the fact that I'm a physician, because it means that I miss important things in their life. And the last thing you want is for your 4-year-old to, begrudge the times that you're on call. It's really sad when a 4-year-old says, "Oh, you're on call that week, Mom, you won't be able to come." I think call by far is the least enjoyable aspect of most physicians' lives. The uncertainty of it, not knowing when you're going to be called, not knowing how sick that patient might be, how much time it might take, what time of day that's going to occur. And that posed a lot of challenges, particularly after we had a family and young children, because children themselves are a bit unpredictable. You pretty much had to keep your schedule open, and that created a lot of stress, I think, for my family and my kids. They pretty much knew that Mom might be away the entire week.
She wouldn't necessarily be home for dinner, she wouldn't be home to see the kids every night, and you accept that. But when it extends beyond that week, you really begrudge that time that is taken away from you, because kids grow up so quickly. There was something happening at school that you really wanted Mom to be present for, and if it was scheduled while she was on call, she couldn't be there. And that was just something that drove me crazy. It was something I wanted to fix. I guess at some point I just started to think there's got to be a better way. And I don't think there was really one aha moment. I think it was just over time you realize this seems to be wrong. I've been playing with, it's called Asterix. It's an open sourced telephony program. And it's something that we've been using at home now. It sort of runs our home phone system. And realizing that now that Sarah's in a group and this is how they're working, so I sort of had this idea that, I think we can fix this. And it just happened that my co-founder and friend, Joe, his background is sort of the servers and Linux and so on. My background was sort of the telephony side or the Asterix program. And I saw that there was a way that we could marry the two and actually fix this.
I happened to be working with this calendaring software for one of my clients, and he approached me and asked me, and I said, hey, I could hook it right into this calendaring system. And it was just perfect timing, the two technologies kind of melding together like that.
Seamus was well aware of the issues with call, and he said, one time, well, I could just build a system that people would call one number and it would forward to the person on call.
When we designed Call Group, we wanted it to be as simple and user-friendly as possible.
We knew generally what we wanted to do. We wanted to be able to have a single phone number, to be able to direct that call to the person that's actually on call.
But as I started kind of building the program, and as we started to realize the potential of what this meant, that, we could make call switches. And when I proposed it to my colleagues, they immediately jumped on it. Very quickly, everyone realized this is, redundancy has been built in, this is safe, and in many ways is much safer than the current approach where we're looking at a paper schedule and calling cell phones.
But we had the luxury of having an actual group of physicians using it daily for us to see their patterns, and that helped us tremendously.
She's on call, it's already been scheduled, but she can still book 3 hours off because she wants to be able to come and see our kids at school. And she doesn't have to worry during those 3 hours that she's going to get a call.
When you're on call, you're going to consistently get your calls. And when you're off call, you can be very assured you're not going to get calls. Just is a little bit, it allows you to feel like you're a little bit more in control of a situation that is very much out of our control sometimes.
Now, post-call, she's truly post-call. She no longer receives the calls that she used to. It's almost taken a more even balance in that her call schedule and family schedule have an equal footing, and we can make some changes to both to get a more even playing field.
The major benefit of Call Group has been the flexibility in the work-life balance. And so just having Call Group enables me to make sure that I never miss that soccer game. It creates less resentment within the family in terms of Mom's job and, Mom attending kind of the important things for me. You never have to make that choice. You can certainly do your job really well, but when there's important things, you know that you can leave your job behind. It's well looked after by your colleagues, and you can be the mom, which is probably the most important job.